Driving down the highway at night, and you're feeling that wild turkey's bite. Don't give Johnny Walker a ride, 'cause Jack Black is right by your side. You might get taken to the jailhouse and fined. You're real arrested for driving while blind. Now just the other night with nothing to do, we broke a case of proof 102 and started itching for that wonderful feel of rolling in an automobile. You can say we was out of our mind, and let me tell you we was flying while blind. Then they had us up against the wall. Hey, it's only blood drain alcohol. And there ain't no cause for alarm. We ain't out to do nobody no harm. How could anyone be so unkind to arrest a man for driving while blind?
So what do you think of this, Ray? Yeah, I would, huh? Okay. Sin City, say hello to the camera. We got movies going on right now.
Hello, camera. Hello. Bastard.
We're up here at Red Rock, Sin City Rotary. And what happens in Vegas? Four.
He's like, I almost forgot.
And Ray,
Good weekend. Pretty much out at all.
yeah. And Ray's in the background. Well, get me off this mountain. Thank you again. Wonderful time.
And to the left of the Colorado River is the Arizona wing of the power plant. Now if you look to my right, or depending on where you are on the railing, quite possibly behind you, you see a concrete wall. That is not Hoover Dam. However, on the other side of that wall is Hoover Dam, and on the other side of Hoover Dam is Lake Mead, so no, we are not underwater. Now if I can direct your attention back down to these 8 generators. Once again, those are the 8 commercial generators of the Nevada wing of the power plant. Each one of those generators is 70 feet tall. What you're looking at is the top 30 feet, which houses the rotor and the stator. If you look about halfway down that blue-gray area, you see a window that's lighted. And in that window you can see a shaft spinning. That shaft is connected to the turbine below. So, water flows through the dam, spins the turbine spins the shaft spins the rotor. The rotor is a series of 40 magnets attached to a metal core, and it spins inside the stator. The stator is a series of stationary copper coils. When the rotor spins, it generates a magnetic field, which excites electrons in the stator, which then generates the electricity that we send to our commercial customers. Each one of these generators is capable of producing 130 megawatts of power. That's enough electricity for 65,000 homes. Hoover Dam is rated at 2,080 megawatts and supplies electricity to 1.3 million homes. Alright, now if I can direct your attention towards the end of the balcony and towards the ceiling there, you see a green bridge-like object. That's a bridge crane. It's capable of lifting 300 tons, and it's used to lift and move some of the heavier objects that we have here in the power plant, to include the rotor. Now the rotor weighs 560 tons, so obviously one bridge crane alone is not up to the task. However, if you look about halfway down the room, you see a second bridge crane, also capable of lifting 300 tons. So when we need to lift one of our rotors, we bring both bridge cranes together for a total lifting capacity of 600 tons, which is plenty to lift that rotor. I will point out these are our original bridge cranes. They were used during the initial installation, and they are still in use today. I had a question here. The lights on top of the generators indicate that the unit is generating. If the light is off, it is not. Now speaking of those generators, those are our commercial generators. We don't use any of that power in-house. For our in-house power, we use what's called a Pelton water wheel generator. If you look down on the floor, you see a brown object, looks like it's embedded in the floor and surrounded by a fence. That's a Pelton water wheel generator. Now this particular one is pulled apart right now for maintenance. You can see the covers are off of it. So obviously it's not generating any electricity for us. So the generator that we have here is coming from a Pelton water wheel generator that we have over in the Arizona wing. We have 2 here at the plant. One on the Nevada side, one on the Arizona side. Each is capable of producing 2.4 megawatts of power, and that electricity is supplied to the power plant, the dam, and the visitor center. Now we were downstairs in the diversion tunnel. I mentioned that Hoover Dam is 660 feet thick at its base. To give you a visual on that, this room long ways from end to end is 650 feet long. So add 10 feet to that, and that's how thick Hoover Dam is at the base.
Wow.
Now despite the fact that Hoover Dam was built as an industrial complex, it was designed towards beauty. Have a look at the floor that you're standing on here. This is a terrazzo marble floor. It's created by embedding marble chips in concrete and then using aluminum or copper strips to create the tile effect that you see here. This floor was installed by the Martina family in 1936 and 1937 at a cost of 48 cents a square foot. We have 121,000 square feet of terrazzo marble floor here at the facility. To replace it today would cost about $20 a square foot. However, we're not too concerned about having to replace the floor. We've had over 45 million visitors walk on this floor, and as you can see, it still holds its shine. The designs that you see on the floor were created by the artist Alan True. He was inspired by Southwestern Native American artwork, primarily the under basket weavings. His designs represent power, water, or electricity. The design here at my feet looks like an electrical outlet, obviously.
Yeah, we'll go out here a little more.
It's a long walk down there.